I don't want no misunderstandings or nothing I say or do. See the date on this when it clear up? That's 2000. All right. And this is an interstate compact. That's my FBI number. All right. That's my FBI number. In 2008, I went home on vacation on December the 24th. I came home on probation. All right. Came home on probation. That's the FBI number. That's the taxes from 2006, 2007, 2008. That's 4/6/2011. My lawyer informed me he hasn't received the mail yet. William Lewis Davis, FBI, California. Congressman Cummings, Representative Zirkin, Police Commissioner Belfield, Rod Rosenstein, Sergeant Duvall, Mr. O'Neill. All right. I asked for a postal investigation because y'all took property from me in 2011. That property was about the 2008 case. Social media for social change. That video right there is the Towson toilet in the toilet bowl. That video right there is when I gave Greg Bernstein the evidence exposing Governor O'Malley. You feel me? Shorty's voice. I got plenty of videos and video channels, but we're talking about criminal complaints. That's Mr. Fields. All right. I'm writing you this letter to inform you of my legal intention to shoot Scott Shellenberger. Y'all been protecting Scott Shellenberger. Y'all got FCC violations. That's Governor O'Malley. That's Congressman Cummings, Cardins, Mikulski. All right. You got that? All these individuals. I was making a movie and a documentary about the Democratic Party and the money behind the war on drugs. All right. And I want all y'all's names to be out there. Social media for social change. Social media for social change. Like I said, I'm from Zion. I'm from the city of Zion. On March 3rd, 1986, I turned in guns and drugs to the police to end the war on drugs. N62528. I did it again on January 31st, 2007. In the courtroom of Judge Rossetti, I asked for my property back from the 1986 case. Judge Boris was States Attorney Boris in 1986. In 1986, Judge Boris stole $15,000. Judge Boris stole $15,000 from the Shorty organization. I had 300 members. Those members pledged money to go into this organization. And Judge Boris took the pledge sheets and he took the money. That's what this was all about. We talking about the war on drugs. And that's all it's about. You want to pass new laws to incarcerate more black people. And I wanted to end the war on drugs to stop this cradle of prison pipeline that you created. You created a school of prison, a cradle prison. You just created a vile prison industry. This is about Illinois and Maryland. I am Dred Scott. I'm a free man in one state and a slave in another. But I'm really a slave in America because I'm black. That's dated 2011. All right, so we don't have no misunderstanding. Judge Souder. That's the Minority Report, a book I conspired to expose the corruption here. And I filed a replevin act. That's a Jailhouse Diary. You see who got it? Jailhouse Diary. I made a copy in FedEx from 2011, the introduction. All right. And it's very, very clear on what I was doing. Filed for a public defender, 2/9/2011. All right. Writing an open letter. All right. You see this? Baltimore City Internal Affairs Classification Property Sergeant. Missing property. New Simons Baptist Church. You feel me? Malicious prosecution. See who got this? The Baltimore Business Journal, the Baltimore Sun, the Baltimore Times, City Paper, the Daily Record, World News, on Light Street. I got my day started. Called Officer Jonas. Put some respect on my name. All right. Gave up 2 118s. You feel me? Like I said, this is a Jailhouse Diary. And I made this together. I put this together in 2015. That's the state of Maryland. Y'all owe me property. You're supposed to return that property, and you never did. That's Judge Turnbull. And it was about Scott Shellenberger. All right? That toilet in Towson, that was about Scott Shellenberger. Greg Bernstein, that's about Scott Shellenberger. That's the Department of Justice and Scott Shellenberger. And that's my Department of Justice ID number. All right? All videos submitted to you and your members of your department exposing the corruption in the courts. Property taken from Dwayne G. Davis, 2/7/2011. A Chevy Suburban, Jailhouse Diary, storyboards. That's James Calabrese from the state prosecutor's office. You're using the state prosecutor to protect the corruption in Baltimore City and Baltimore County in your courts. You feel me? And that's the ID number. And I need all that property back. See who that is? David Giles, Cincinnati, Ohio. All material given to Barry Sims, Doug Collins, and the I-Team report. That's everything that y'all had. Everything that y'all had. You feel me? Y'all got to give that up because you can't keep protecting Governor O'Malley. Governor O'Malley's prison industry. See the date? And that's a time stamp at the States Attorney's Office in 2014. That's the media and the role the media plays in covering it up. That's Chief Johnson. All property taken 2/7/2011. That's criminal investigation by the IRS. All right? And that's my number. Respectfully request. Contact the Department of Justice. My fraud and identity theft case. That's the case number right there. That's an 08 case. IRS. See who got that? That's Paul Ballard, the Attorney General, on West Preston Street. All materials sent to your office concerning the case directly with the Department of Justice. Eric Holder, Jailhouse Diary, complete copy of your investigation concerning the abuses of power and treatment while in custody at the Baltimore County Detention Center. All records and complaints at Spring Grove Medical Facility. See that? Office of the Attorney General, 2014. That's Judge Papaya, Judge Turnbull, and Judge Souter. And that's the School of Law. That's the Baltimore Sun, Chief Editor. And we're talking about the Sun and the racism in the Sun. On March 3rd, 1986, I turned in guns and drugs to end the war on drugs. I did the same thing in 2007. I was making a movie, Letters to Zion. Making a movie ain't against the law. It's covered under the Constitution, the First Amendment, freedom of speech. I was making a movie and it was a social scientific experiment about racism in America, racism in your courts, social media for social change. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. Now, you can go to Al Sharpton. You can go to Kwesi Mfume. You go to Delegate Stephanie Smith, Corey McCray, Sidnor. Y'all got to give me access to the grand jury under Senate Bill 374, State of Maryland, Marcella Holloman versus Marilyn Mosby. Y'all been blocking the grand jury since 2007. So everything I've been doing since 2006, the movie Letters to Zion by Rob Fix, that's evidence. If you go into my YouTube page, Shorty's Voice, you'll see 238 videos. Those 238 videos are evidence for Eric Barron. Those 238 videos is evidence for a federal investigation for the grand jury to see. 238 videos that shows everything I've been going through since 2006. Ain't no law against making a movie. It's a law against kidnapping. I'm a free black man. Elijah Westbrook, CBS New York. Omar Juentes, CNN News. Dakari Turner, Nashville. Jane Miller, Baltimore. Barry Sims. Adam May. Mike Shue. Richard Sher. When I left that toilet in front of the Towson courthouse, it had Richard Sher on it. It had Richard Sher on it. It had a lot of people on that toilet. It had Kai Jackson, had Tim Williams. Now you go to Furnish and get that toilet that I left in front of the school board. That was about the school to prison pipeline. It's called potty training politicians because people pay attention to dumbass shit. And I've been doing this dumbass shit since 2006. Governor O'Malley approved it. Get shorty. Hassan Giordano, you know all about this. So we're going to make sure that everything is told. Truth speaking to power in 2022. Y'all gave me the Weaver Award from the Aspen Institute. I went from Baltimore's worst to Baltimore's best in 11 years. We're going to tell that story. We're going to share that truth. We're going to make sure the world see the criminalization of poverty. Release all material to the voters in 2022. That's my property report. We're talking about the prison industry. Everything that I've been doing since 2002. Like I said, we're going to the Supreme Court. A writ of certiorari. Rules of the Supreme Court. All right? And that's evidence. Rules of the Supreme Court. See that? 2007. Chief Justice Roberts. Davis versus Illinois. You got to give me a trial. I gave you the Shorty program. I gave you a non-profit. I gave you a program, and you got to deal with it. Visual and performing arts, political involvement, photography and journalism, technology, law, sports, and cultural exchanges. Governor O'Malley approved it. Get shorty, 2006. So everything from 2006 to 2022, we're going to court with that. Get shorty. You see it? Get shorty. You got more shorty than you can stand. Everything that I did since 2006 is evidence for a federal investigation. Eric Barron, Department of Justice, Patrick Fitzgerald, Lisa Madigan. Yeah. Crime and justice, and it ain't gonna be just us. All right? That's Governor Blagojevich. If Blagojevich can go to jail, so can Governor Hogan. That's my store on Falls Road. I wrote Blagojevich before Blagojevich went to jail. That's Exhibit 3. Zion, Illinois, Exhibit 3. Special Agent Jason, all right? Field Officer of the Chicago FBI. See the address? 2324 Herman. Shorties. I was making a documentary. See that? Respectfully submitted. That's State Illinois versus Dwayne Davis. 86-7 CF. All right, that's the case number right there. And you got this. It's about fiduciary fraud. Fiduciary fraud in the courts. NAACP got this. Benjamin Jellis got this. The ARDC, the Lake County Board. Y'all can't keep blocking me access to the court. That's Chief Justice Roberts of the Supreme Court. All right. This is a follow-up letter. And that's 2013. I'm not a terrorist. I'm an activist. I'm looking for the grand jury. The grand jury 2022 or the Supreme Court? Governor Hogan, Brian Frost. This is the 2022 session. You got a judicial accountability bill coming through. This is my testimony for the Judiciary Accountability Bill for Governor Hogan. The school to prison pipeline for Delegate Sheila Roof. My testimony is documented since 2006. I'm that lion from Zion. I'm the lion of my village. So in 2022, let's do what it do. The Supreme Court, the grand jury, we're going to end this war on drugs. We're going to end this war on Black America. Mic check.